Hi guys, it is Aoife from Fred Busy Laughing, and I am here today with the Harry Potter book tag, and I'm here with my wand, which is the Elder wand that I got in the Harry Potter London tour, and yeah, so I am all prepared. I was tagged in this book tag by Mel over at Books with Wings, and she tagged me so long ago, so I'm so sorry that this took so long. And I've been really wanting to do this tag for ages, because obviously, as you probably know with my username, I am a massive Harry Potter fan. So let's just get into it. So the first question is, what is your favourite book in the series? And I think my favourite book has probably been The Prisoner of Azkaban. I just really always enjoyed Prisoner of Azkaban. I feel like the sense of family in this, especially at the end, is really great. It's the one book that Harry really started to learn a lot about his parents and what they were like when they were his age, because he learns it from Professor Lupin, and then of course Professor Lupin, who was one of my favourite teachers in the whole series. I love him, and he gets introduced in this as well as Sirius Black when you find out about the Marauders and the Marauders map, and I think this is just a really great book, and it's the one book that it wasn't very Lord Voldemort based, because obviously he isn't in this book, so I kind of like that there was something else that wasn't, the plot was revolved around something else that wasn't just Lord Voldemort and Harry's fight against Lord Voldemort. He kind of did have a bit of a break during the year to, you know, with Sirius and kind of trying to find Sirius, and I just really love this book, and I love the cover of this book as well. I think the cover of this book is absolutely beautiful, and as well, I really enjoyed the Quidditch in this book. I felt there was so much Quidditch in this book, because this is the book where where Gryffindor wins the House Cup for Quidditch, or the Quidditch Cup I should say, which they didn't include in the movie, which always really annoyed me, because this is the book where, you know, they win the cup, and that's a really big deal. That's what they've been trying to fight for the past 3 years. So yeah, I just really love this book. Question 2 is my favourite movie, and I think my favourite movie was The Goblet of Fire. I just really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed Professor Moody and Brendan Gleeson playing Professor Moody, because he actually played it to absolute perfection. I loved all the people that played, you know, Cedric Diggory and Fleur and Victor Crumb. I thought that was brilliant, and I just loved the excitement and the action, and how this is the movie where things started to turn quite dark, and I think this really played it really well near the end. And then obviously we see Lord Voldemort for the first time properly in this book, and Ralph Fiennes obviously played him excellent through the whole series. He played him really well, but this is the time that he really first steps into that role, and he played it really well. And yeah, I just really love this book, and the whole awkwardness with Ron and Hermione, you know, starting to fancy each other, and then Harry fancying Cho and trying to ask her out, and all the embarrassing moments. I just love it. It's just so funny, and I really love this movie. Your least favourite book? I don't really have a least favourite book. I really love all the books, but if I had to choose one that I probably didn't enjoy quite as much, it might have been The Order of the Phoenix, more so because I think Harry annoyed me in this book more than he did in the other ones. He was just so angry in this book, because obviously he had been kept in the dark by the Order of the Phoenix, and, you know, he hadn't really been in contact with Ron and Hermione, and had been driving him crazy, and he just got really sassy and really angry with everyone, and then he wasn't really listening to anyone. He kind of, you know, put people in trouble, like everything that happened with Sirius. Like if Harry had kind of, you know, not been Harry and had kind of waited a little bit before running into trouble headlong, Sirius might have survived and might not have died. But yeah, and that's another reason why I don't like this book, because Sirius dies, and I love Sirius. So yeah, and of course Dolores Umbridge is just a massive pain in the ass in this book as well. But again, I love all the books. I can't really, you know, they're all amazing. They're all 5 stars for me. But if I had to choose, like if it was a life or death situation, I had to choose, it would have to probably be The Order of the Phoenix. Number 4, parts of the book that made you cry. Well, all the deaths in the book, like Hedwig, I was so distraught when Hedwig died. I just thought that was so below the belt. Like, Hedwig was Harry's first proper friend before Ron. Like, I mean, she was the person that he had, well, not the person, she was the friend that she had, you know, during the summer when he was stuck with the Dursleys, the connection to the wizardry world. And yeah, I was just so sad when she died. Then Dobby, of course, Dumbledore, Fred, Sirius, like, just too many to name. Like, they all were just really sad. Remus and Nymphadora, Tonks and Lupin, so sad. But there's one bit in the books that I really liked, and it's in Goblet of Fire. After everything that happens in the graveyard, and Harry is recovering in the bed, and Mrs. Weasley comes up to him and she hugs him, and it's the first time he's ever felt a mother's hug and how a mother hugging a child can feel like. And he really kind of got really emotional. She got really emotional, and he describes it really well in the book. And I really thought that was really just hard hitting for me. I really felt how he felt, and it just really made me emotional. And then there's the bit where they kind of realise, and everyone starts to get a bit awkward in the room, being like, oh, like maybe we're interrupting something, and they kind of separate and they're trying to both wipe their eyes and pretend they're not crying. And I just really love that bit, and it just makes me cry all the time. I just really love this bit, because I always thought that Mrs. Weasley was, you know, in most senses Harry's mom, and I just really loved that connection they had in that moment. 5. If you could hook up with any Harry Potter character, who would it be? And I mean, come on, look at my name. I'm obviously a Fred girl. I love Fred. He is my babe. He is just so cute. I love him. He's so funny. So it's either would be Fred Weasley or Cedric Diggory, because Cedric Diggory was a babe, so I would go there if I got the chance. Your favourite character? I think overall, like, Harry wasn't my favourite character. I liked Harry because he was the main character, but he wouldn't have been my favourite character in the whole series. I always loved Luna Lovegood. My dog is actually called Luna Lovegood because I'm so obsessed with Luna, and so I named my dog after her. And I just think she was a really good character. She didn't care what anyone else thought. She still did what she wanted to do. In a lot of ways, she's quite similar to Hermione, because in completely different, like, completely opposite ends of the spectrum, they're quite alike. Because they both go and do what they're going to do, no matter what anyone else says, no matter if people laugh at them. They kind of stand up for what they believe in. And they're both quite strong like that, and they're both very, very smart girls who, maintain their friendships and really, look after people and really care for people. So I love Luna, I love Hermione, and I love the Weasley twins. They're all my favourites. What would your Patronus be? I really have no idea what my Patronus could be. I did a few quizzes when I was doing out these questions, and I did this one quiz that was quite detailed, and I ended up getting a dolphin. And I could see that I could probably get a dolphin. I would love to say it would be a dog, because I'm a huge dog person. I love dogs, but I don't know if, my personality would be more dog-like, whether it would be a golden retriever or, something else. But I could probably see myself being a dolphin, maybe. I don't know. I wish there could be like something that would really like make it clear what your Patronus would be, because I always loved the Patronus. It's probably one of my favourite spells. And I'd love to know what my Patronus was. If you could have the Resurrection Stone, the Invisibility Cloak, or the Elder Wand, which one would you choose? And I would definitely choose the Invisibility Cloak. I think that would be so amazing. Be able to play tricks on people. You'd be able to like sneak into conversations and hear what people are saying about you or about other people, and kind of find out all the gossip and the juicy tidbits and stuff. I'd love that. So yeah, it would definitely be the Invisibility Cloak for me. What house would you be in? I personally think I would be a Ravenclaw. I always thought I would be a Ravenclaw. All my friends would say I'm a Ravenclaw. But when I did Pottermore twice, Pottermore sworded me into Hufflepuff. They sworded me into Hufflepuff once, and I didn't really like it, and I didn't play the game for ages, and then I kind of got a new account, got rid of my old account, got my new account, was really hoping for Ravenclaw, and then they put me in Hufflepuff again. So I think there must be part of me that's a Hufflepuff, but then there's another part of me that's a Ravenclaw. I'm not sure if I'm quite smart enough to be a Ravenclaw, but I would like to be. But I don't know, I just don't really want to be a Hufflepuff. I know that's terrible, but I just don't see myself as a Hufflepuff person. If you could meet any member of the cast, who would it be? And for me, it would definitely be Emma Watson. I think she's just an amazing person. Everything she does for feminism and for human rights, I absolutely adore her. She's so clever. I'd love to just sit down and have a conversation with her because I think it would be really, really, really interesting. The boy that played Seamus Finnegan actually used to go to the same stables that I used to do horse riding in when I was younger, and he used to be around, and I always used to kind of stare at him being like, oh my gosh, he's in Harry Potter, and you know, you'd be too afraid to go over to him even though he's only a few years older than me, but I would still be too afraid to go over to him. And his mum used to be in the locations with him, so she used to have all the jackets from the set, and she used to have like Harry Potter and, you know, the Philosopher's Stone or Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets written on the back of her jacket. I used to think it was so cool. So like technically I've met Seamus Finnegan, but if I had to choose someone I'd want to meet, it would be Emma Watson. Have you played any of the video games? And I had the Chamber of Secrets on PlayStation 2, I think, at one stage, and that used to be really fun, and you used to have to throw the gnomes over the garden in the Weasleys, but I don't think I ever got really far in that game. I think it might not have been my game. I think we'd borrowed it from someone, and then I could never get far past a certain level quite early on. And then I also had the Philosopher's Stone, I think, possibly in just the PlayStation 1. I can't remember, but I did pretty well on that one, and there used to be all the Puffskins and stuff, or the Puffskins in the out in the Hogwarts grounds, and you used to have to learn how to do Quidditch, and it used to be so much fun. I used to love that game. If you were on the Quidditch team, what part would you play? And I'm really small and I'm quite light, so I'm only like 5'1.5", so I think the best place for me would probably be Seeker, because being that small I'd probably be able to, you know, move quicker and be able to get the snitch, and I think I have pretty good eyesight. I don't have terrible eyesight, so I think I'd be pretty good at the Seeker, so I think I'd definitely play the Seeker. Were you happy with the ending? And yes, I was really happy with the ending. I'm one of those people that really love the epilogue. A lot of people think it's cheesy and they don't like it, but I actually really, really like it. I'm a sucker for those kind of epilogues, like the happy ending and the kids and the family, and I just love that. I love seeing characters kind of a few years in the future. It's just something I really, really enjoy when I'm reading a book, when the book finishes and you get that little glimpse. And so I'm happy with the ending. Last question is, how much does Harry Potter mean to you? And basically everything. I mean, I think Harry Potter was kind of a friend to me when I felt like maybe I didn't have much friends, and it was a real safe place for me to go when I was feeling down, or if things were getting, too much for me. I was able to go to Harry Potter and read it, and it was also something that I could bond with different people. When I found out that other people liked Harry Potter, it was something that I could bond with them, and it made it easier to make friends. And all my best friends now are all like Harry Potter obsessed, just like me. And I think that definitely helped play the part in, a bit of conversation and getting to know people. Harry Potter is my friend and he means a lot to me. And I am going to tag Hufflepuff Wolf, Lucy Reeds, who I'm not sure likes Harry Potter. I don't remember you saying anything, but if you do like Harry Potter, I tag you to do this. And I'm also going to tag Nancy Sizelove. I don't think you've done this tag either. So all of you guys are tagged, and I hope to see your video soon. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys again next time. So bye!